He finds it really funny. Like the times he comes and kisses me, and we think it's completely natural, and then everyone's clapping, and he's like, "Well, what happened? Like the last I heard, you're married to me, and I could kiss you." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." He finds it all really funny, and it's like a growing, evolving experience, and we love the funny reactions we get because sometimes people troll us for it, and we find it really funny, and we sometimes just do it because it's cute. Hi, this is Shriya Saran, and you're watching me on midday.com.
Hi, and joining us on midday.com, we have the beautiful Drishyam girl, Shriya Saran.
Thank you.
And of course, we have to also congratulate you for the success of your film. Yes. Honestly, it's been a relief for the industry because films aren't performing as well, and Drishyam 2 comes as quite a big change.
It was very special because my dad had come for the premiere, and very sweetly he was up till 2 in the morning talking about the film, dissecting every scene, and that was very beautiful. And my nephew came and said, "Oh, I loved it," and my niece loved it, and they are so I felt like someone as young as 7 year old to my dad, they all liked it. I felt very relieved, and Andrew, who doesn't really understand the language, loved it. So yeah.
A lot has changed since 2015. So, getting back to that space and your character, what was that journey like?
Well, a lot has changed in the character's journey. Nandini, the first part shows you what happened, but the second part you have to understand 7 years have passed. They have grown and they may be wealthier in the film, both Vijay and Nandini. But the fact is that she's lived with so much in herself. Like there's a dialogue in the film. It says "Dam ghutta hai," and for me that was so beautifully written and so apt at where it's used. She's talking to a friend and she says that because when I was doing the character, I felt that very suffocated because this, and also the way Abhishek and Amber have written the scenes and the story. There are a lot of layers Nandini has, and it was very amazing and beautiful to actually do that.
And like you said, the film connects with all ages.
Yeah.
And what else do you feel really worked in favor of the film that maybe other films are
I
kind of
think
lacking?
the recall value. No, I will not compare a film with the other film, but I'm just talking about Drishyam. The recall value it has, like people still remember what happened on 2nd and 3rd October. I still get these messages on Instagram on messages, and people call me and they laugh about. So no one has ever forgotten and was used so many times on the film. People remember the story. People remember the film, and they were waiting for what's going to happen in the second part. Now, interestingly so, and I think it's very beautiful about this film, and I think that's the beauty of storytelling. That when you were watching the film, you knew what's going to happen. Yeah. You were aware of what's going to happen to the family, but how it happens and how the characters take the film forward and how the story evolves is what keeps you engaged. And it's interesting when you watch a film like this on a big screen with so many people, friends and strangers, and then you feel that vibe and feel that intense buzzing energy, and that's what you enjoy about cinema like Drishyam too.
But 7 years is a long time,
Yeah,
and
it
to
is.
maintain that curiosity and the same
Yeah.
excitement of the first film,
Yeah.
that's quite commendable. The whole team definitely delivered. So,
Thank you.
and what's also interesting is Ajay Devgn was also your co-star in RRR.
Yeah.
Now it's coming with a part two as well.
I don't know if RRR is coming part two, but I know for a fact that it was amazing to work with Rajmouli sir. He's an amazing director. Ajay sir is a very intense actor. He speaks with his eyes. His dialogue delivery is very intense and it's very unique. And he is such a powerful performer that when you're performing in front of him as an actor, it gives you a lot to react. And so it's just really interesting to work with him.
And like you said, you also got married, and now you
Yeah.
have a baby, and that's been a whole different journey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So how has
yeah.
life changed there? Because now you're balancing, both worlds.
Well, life has changed because with Radha, she's taught me the meaning of patience. She's taught me the meaning of love in a very different level. I think kids change a lot in you, and every woman is a nurturer, whether or not it's for children or for their work or for their partner or for their parents. We know how to nurture, we know how to love. So when my nephew was born, he taught me the meaning of unconditional love. Dhruv taught me that. Kimaya taught me how to be free, how to be you, how to be yourself, and how to just do what you want to do. So they both are a very important part of my life. But Radha was such an intense process to deliver, and the whole process that my body took. And I didn't know that I was capable of any kind of responsibility. But then here you are, checking on a baby every 2 hours and no sleep and forever just for that smile on her face. In the last 7 years, I got married and Radha came along. My nephew and niece have grown up. Sometimes they don't even talk to me, and then I have to make an effort to talk to them. So every day, all the kids in the family, they're teaching me something. Like all of them. Like my best friend's daughter Shania is selected for nationals, and she's teaching me something. Like she teaches me how to be hardworking all over again. And so I feel kids are beautiful, and they have a capacity to teach you something or the other.
And has your husband, because he's not from the industry, got used to all the attention that you get and the paparazzi?
He finds it really funny. Like the times he comes and kisses me, we think it's completely natural, and then everyone's clapping, and he's like, "Well, what happened?" Like the last I heard, you're married to me, and I could kiss you, and I'm like, "Yeah, it is." So he finds it all really funny, and it's like a growing, evolving experience, and we love the funny reactions we get because sometimes people troll us for it, and we find it really funny, and we sometimes just do it because it's cute. I think Andre is very, very hardworking. He took that leap of faith, came to India because I wanted to get back to work. He's working really hard to make sure his work starts. I mean, he's doing really well. He loves India. He loves Indian food. He loves the work that I do. Like every time he sees my work and he says, "I'm very proud of you." And there were my pictures because of Drishyam in the papers, and he'll show Radha, "Radha, see, Mama," and then Radha comes says, "Mama," and then she holds the paper and runs in the whole house. So all of that is lovely to have a family that supports you. But I think for every woman, it's very important to work, and it's very important to love what you do and do what you love.
No, that's so true because you are among those amazing, a lot of actresses who have changed that trend that, just being a mother doesn't mean
I'm
that you
just
take a
following the
setback.
trend
Yeah,
because see, in the
absolutely.
70s, it wasn't a big deal at all. Everyone, women got married like, and they kept working. Sharmila Tagore ji was like that, and then all of them, it didn't really stop them for getting back to work. And I think it changed in the last 20 years. But then look at what Kajol has done, or look at what Kareena Kapoor has done, and it really changed the whole thing. I mean, it didn't matter if they were pregnant or working or one baby. It just didn't matter. Nothing mattered. The fact is that they love their work and they want to do it. And I think I absolutely love cinema and I love what I do. And I also want to be a great mom, but I also want Radha to know that I'm grateful for the chance that I've been given to be part of cinema, to be able to tell stories, and I want to do it. And I want her to respect and love me for that.
And even though she's really young, but has she seen any of your songs or your
No, she's seen
movies?
like my song. I showed her in the projector. So she's seen that because she's not allowed any screen time otherwise. But she's obsessed with phone, and she'll find my picture on the phone and she says, "Mama." But she's like obsessed with everything and anything that you can touch and moves. So is that learning phase? I think these kids are born with like technology in their head, like things we have to like read how to use. They just throw it like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how do you even know this? They just know it.
True, very true. And having worked with, I think all the big names, right from Rajamouli to Rajinikanth, and of course all the fabulous other people that you have worked with. So anyone who's on your wish list still.
I really want to do a film where I can dance. I'm a Kathak dancer, so I want to do something where I can dance, and I would love to be. I would love to dance in front on big screen.
And like any director on your wish list, maybe if
Well,
not.
there are many.
Huh.
I've always wanted to work with Sanjay Leela Bansali sir. I want to go back and work with Rajmouli sir, Shankar sir. It was so much fun working with Abhishek sir. I would love to work with, and there's such lovely, talented directors now. It's just, I think it's a great time to be part of cinema because there's so much happening. It's vibrating right now, the kind of content, and I feel finally content is the key. You can make a small film or a big film, but the content is great, it'll work. And I think that's huge. uh, Language barriers have gone, and what really matters is the story, which is the backbone of the film.
Yeah, and speaking about content, of course, we have to talk about OTT, which has become so huge in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So, are you open to doing something there and anything that really excites
Well, the
you?
storytelling system of OTT is very different from a film, because film has a beginning and it's an end, and OTT, yeah, the whole character can stay with you for like 10 episodes, for 15 episodes, sometimes for seasons. And so you have that chance and like you kind of make people fall in love with you and you become part of their lives. So it's very interesting. Well, the same happens in movies as well, but OTT has this huge, it's very different. The storytelling is very different. It's more intervened in many layers. So yes, I would love to do something for OTT, sure. What will I do? When will I do? I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. And we have a few quick questions.
Yeah.
So, if you had to describe these people in one word, starting with Rajamouli sir,
Achiever, dreamer and achiever.
Rajinikanth,
Humble, superstar.
Ajay Devgn,
Intense actor.
Vijay,
Oh, Vijay is someone who is very intense, but also very funny. So funnily intense and intensely funny.
Junior NTR,
Hardworking, very hardworking, and has a very good heart.
and your real life hero, your husband.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think that describes your relationship as well. That's a fun answer.
Thank you.
And the most precious memory from your wedding.
Well, I think it's just the time when you know you're. I think it's a moment when your friends come, they dance for me, and my parents. They were very happy for me, and then a friend of mine sang a song which is very dear to me, and while I walked the aisle, and it just was very special. It's very, very beautiful. My wedding was very more like home wedding. So my best friend Raja designed my outfit for my wedding. My friend Kiran sang for me. Peter from Russia played. So it was just like family coming together.
And something you'd like to pass on to your daughter.
My craziness and my creativity. Yeah, but more my craziness, because I think she's more creative than I am.
And of course, we are looking forward to many more films from
You. Many more interviews with you, many more films, and I hope, yeah, this is just the beginning of good times.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much for
Thank
doing
you.
this. Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.